Hello everyone, we are discussing how you can visualize your data using Matplotlib library of Python. So in this part we will discuss how you can create multiple subplots in one figure. In the last part I discussed how you can visualize your data. If you have not watched that part, the link is in the description box. So let's first of all quickly revise that part, what I have discussed in that part. So first of all I will read the CSV file. So let me show you the CSV file contents. So as you can see, my data consists of three columns: name, study hours and grade, and this is my data that I have just created. Now I will check if there is any row with the missing data, and then what I will do, I will drop the NA on the axis 0, and if any of the value is null, I will drop that value, and then I will again run this cell. And now previously my data has 22 rows, and now it has 20 rows. Okay, now I will create a new column, a result, and I will create a series. If the student grade is equals to 60, then the value of result is true. So let me run this cell, and if student grade is less than 60, the value is false. I explained each and everything in my previous part, and then I will concatenate this column to my data frame. On the axis equals to 1 means I will create a new column. So let me show you the data again. So you can see now it has four columns: name, study hours, grade and result. Now I will try to visualize this data. For that I am importing pyplot as plt from the matplotlib library, and I will create a bar plot of the name versus grade. So when for that I will use I will be using plot.bar, and in the x-axis I am showing the student name, and in the y-axis I am showing the study hours of the student. So let me quickly run this code, and you can see different student names are here, and student study hours are on the this side. But this plot is not beautiful because here the names are overlapping with each other. So let's try to beautify this chart. And as you can see, this chart has no title and no x-axis and no y label. So in the next cell, what I am doing, I am giving some title to the plot. So plot title is grade of student, x-axis is student name, y-axis is student grade, and x ticks means these are x labels and these are overlapping with each other. So I am rotating these labels by 90-degree, and grid color is red, and line width is x1, and axis is on the y side. So let me run this cell, and you can see student names are on the x-axis and the student grade is on the y-axis, and I have rotated the x ticks by 90 degrees. In the previous part, x ticks were overlapping with each other, and now you can see x ticks I have rotated 90-degree. And let me first of all comment this, and now click on run command. It will not show any grid. So what this line is doing, it's just adding a grid, and grid color is red, and line style is dotted, and line width is 1, and x is on the y. It means the grids will be created on the y axis. So let me show you. Let me run this command again, and you can see the grids are on the y axis. So here I am again showing my data frame: name, study hours, grade and result. So previously I have created bar chart. Now I want to create a scatter chart. So for that I am just using plot.scatter, and I want to create scatter chart between student name and student grade. Plot title is grade of student, x-axis is student name, while axis is student grade, and x-axis I am rotating 90-degree. I have explained already, and grid I have explained. Color is green, line style is dash, line width is 2, axis is y, and alpha means transparency of the grid. So let me show you the plot first. So as you can see, on the x label is the student name and y label is the student grade, and I am rotating the x-axis by 90 degree, and the color of the grid is green, and line style is this one, and line width is 2, axis is on the y-axis, and alpha is 0.4. So let me increase this alpha, and let me run this code, and you can see now the grid lines are dark, and if I decrease the alpha, and now you can see the grid lines are very transparent. So next I will discuss how you can create multiple subplots, how you can create a multiple plots in only one figure. Now I will create subplots. For that I will be using subplots function. So create a figure for so I will be using subplots functions, and here I will pass one row and two column, and I will mention the figure size. So let's say figure size is 10 comma 4. So now I will create bar plot. So axis 0 dot bar, and what is the name of my data frame is students. So students dot name, and height is students dot grade, and color is red, and then I will set the title of this subplot. So set underscore title. So title is, let's say, student grades, and next I will create a scattered plot. Create scattered plot. I will copy this and I will paste it here, and I will use axis 1 dot scatter student's name and students, let's say study hours. The color is red, and title is student study hours, and then I will show the figure. So figure dot show function I will use. So let's run this code, and you can see there are two graphs. So there are some changes that I have to make so that these graphs look good. So what I am going to do, x is 0 dot set underscore x tick labels. So students dot name comma rotation is equals to 90, and same thing I will do for scattered graph. And now let's rerun this code, and you can see now the x-axis x tick labels are rotated 90 degree. And we can also add a title to our figure. So add a title to figure. For that we will use figure dot sup title, and here I will write student data, and now my figure will have a title. So just run, and you can see now the figure has title. So I have created two subplots in my figure. Similarly, we can create more subgraphs in our figure also. Let's create another subplot. So now I am going to use a one row and three columns. So here I will change the value 1 comma 3, and figure size I am going to increase, let's say 12. So I am going to create a box plot. So this is my box plot. So axis at the axis 2 means third column, and I am creating box plot students dot grade. So let's run this, and you can see my third graph also. Okay. And now it is showing vertically, and if I want to show the box plot horizontally, then I have to use vertical equals to false. Vertical equals to false, and run this, and you can see the box plot is also shown in the third column. So this way you can create as many subplots in a particular figure as you want. It's very easy to create, and let's give some title. So run this. Oh, just wait, I have to use axis 2. So run this, and you can see the title of the third graph as well. So this way you can create many graphs you want, and if you want to, for example, use 3 rows and 1 column, then you will use 3 rows comma 1 column and figure size I 4 comma 12. Run this command, and you can see the graphs vertically direction, but graphs are overlapping with each other. So let's increase the size of the graphs. You can also increase the width, and you can increase the size also. And I have to increase the height, so let's increase height by 2 points more, and now it's looking good. So first graph is of student grades, second graph is student study hours, and third is the box plot of student grades. So this way you can create multiple subplots in one figure. So just simply use plot dot subplots, and here you will be passing number of rows and column, and here you will be passing figure size. So that's all for this lecture. Thank you for watching.